We are Group 9. We chose a case named Upjohn Companies. My name is Wan Caijun, and we have two mates, Tao Shiyu and Chen Pan. First, I will talk about the introductions. The Upjohn Companies, founded in 1886, developed, manufactured, and sold prescription and non-prescriptions pharmaceuticals. 68% of sell animal health products and bulk pharmaceuticals, chemical and other products, 22%. Upjohn maintained headquarters in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and all the research, manufacturing, and distribution facilities throughout the world. In 1994, Upjohn had sales of $3.3 billion, of which 59% were US sales, 20% Europe, and 13% Japanese, and 8% in other countries. Sales were down 2% from the prior year's net income, and $491 million was up 25%. Upjohn employed 16,900 worldwide, and demonstrate an economic in the company statement. Assets and critical evaluate the relative merits and limitations of different valuation tools in a given business context, and have ability to make informed programmatic judgment about the quality of results. Value estimated. The four primary financial statements are the balance sheet, the income statement, and the statement of shareholder equalities, and the statement of cash flow. Fundamental analysis is the process of determining the value of the companies by analyzing and interpreting key facts of economic and industry.
Select data, calculate free cash flow, and show value, a measure of financial performance calculated as operating cash flow minus capital expenses. Free cash flow represents the cash that a company is able to generate after laying out the money required to maintain or expand its asset base. Free cash flow is important because it allows a company to pursue opportunities that enhance shareholder value. Without cash, it's taught to develop new products, make acquisitions, pay dividends, and reduce debt. Free cash flow is calculated as EBIT multiplied by 1 minus tax rate, and then plus depreciation minus change in net working capital minus capital expenses. For example, in 1992, the working capital is $582,000. In 1993, the working capital is $678. In 1994, the working capital is $1,011. At the same time, the depreciation is about $2,004,000. So we can calculate free cash flow. Conversant and able to apply valuation from company. Economic factors may also be limited to the home country, but as global trade continues to grow, economic difficulties in one nation tend to have a broad, often worldwide impact. Examples of economic factors could be the level of growth within an economy or market confidence in the economies within which the organization operates. The 2008 subprime mortgage crisis in the USA, with its subsequent worldwide impact, is a good example of an economic situation that affects many organizations. Examples of factors arising from concerns about the national environment. In other words, the green issues include increasing concerns about packaging and the increase of pollution. This area covers factors arising from the development of technology. There are two types of technological change. There can be development in IT and there can be developments in technology specific to an industry or market. For example, enhancement to manufacturing technology. Then we can evaluate advantages and judgment about the quality of value estimates. The benefit transfer method is used to estimate economic value for ecosystem service by transferring available information from studies already complete in another local and context. For example, values for recreation fishing in a particular state may be estimated by applying measures of recreation fishing value from a study conducted in another state. For example, a higher standard of accuracy may be required when the cost of making a poor decision are higher. A low standard of accuracy may be acceptable when costs are lower, such as when the information from the benefit transfer is only one of a number of sources of information, or when it is used as a screen tool for the earlier stage of a policy analysis. Benefit transfer is typically less costly than conducting an origin valuation study. Economic benefits can be estimated more quickly than when undertaking an original valuation study. The method can be used as a screen technical to determine if a more detailed original valuation study should be conducted.
I'm talking about Conway's results to investor. As the date of the shareholders meeting approached, Upjohn's shareholders were trying to decide whether to approve the proposed merger with Paramedica. Many observers saw the merger as a significant step towards addressing Upjohn's strategy problems, and in the days following the announcement, several investment firms raised their recommendations on Upjohn's stock from nature to outperform. However, it was not clear that the proposed deal was the best one available for the shareholders. Difficult questions remained to be answered. A merger with Paramedica appeared to make Upjohn a top-tier firm. However, merging two companies of this size from different countries and with different cultures might be more complex than management believed. Was $500 million in cost synergies or obtainable by the merger of two companies that had already achieved significant improvement in measures through rationalization efforts over the preceding few years. And even though Paramedic's sales force was strong in Europe and Japan, there were questions about whether that sales force had the right context to achieve the sales increase than Upjohn was expecting. What's more, Upjohn's products development line had no blockbuster products, and the addition of Permacar did not solve these problems, were blockbuster drugs necessary for success, or was a relatively large number of novel potential. Under the conclusion, this is compelling according to the economic and technology and the environment different valuation, and some advantages and the quality of value estimated across bigger influence from the component. And lastly, convey company's financial information show that effective communications great ways to invest. 暂停了。哇，竟然有3分钟，好长啊！是不是太慢了？